Ooh, hello! And this is another video between myself, Steve, and Michael. We are today going to go over the 4 pre-release promos from Twilight Masquerade. Pre-release begins this weekend as we record this. On Sunday is the first one. For us, anyway. Pre-release weekends this weekend and next weekend. But personally, we have our League Cup on the Saturday. If anyone from Scotland who is coming to that League Cup happens to see that, good luck, y'all. I'm judging. Take care of that. So what we're going to do is we've got the 4 pre-release promos. What we're going to do is we're just going to discuss them, not in meta sense, but in the case of how they'll function within pre-release. So meta-wise, these will have a different order of ranking. We're not specifically here to rank them or anything.
This is not definitely a tier list like we did in the recent video.
But no, this is definitely not an A-Spec tier list, which, by the way, since we recorded that, another A-Spec got revealed.
Yeah.
But it's not very good. It's a stadium that cannot be retrieved.
But we will, some point later on, revisit the tier list we made and then make another one resolving the tier list yet again.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to start off with, as you can see, Tatsugiri. It is a dragon-type Pokemon with 70 hit points, which is good depending on the pre-release build-up. If there's a buddy buffing in here, you're sorted. It's got the ability, as you can see, once during your turn, if it's in the active spot, you can look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal a supporter, and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your other cards back in your deck. It's essentially a Pokemon ability version of Pokegears 3.0. Yes. Granted, you get to look at one nice card, but since we're looking at this from a pre-release format point of view, consider you've got a smaller deck in pre-release, so you're getting to look at a larger percentage of your deck overall with Tatsugiri. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. It's got 2 attacks, surf, 50 damage, 2 energy, all right in the early game in a pre-release
deck. It does share the similar gimmicks to Shenpao, because it specifically says once during your turn if this Pokemon is in the active spot. So that definitely shows it's like Pokegear and Shenpao at the same time, but you're not drawing energies. You're basically looking at the top 6 cards to see if you can get a supporter you need.
Yeah, so it's got a retreat of 1, which is good for this. Yeah. Because the ability only works in the active, so you're going to have to retreat it out to get a good attacker, because Surf is not a good attack.
No, it's not.
So it's alright, it's certainly...
But
for pre-release, it's got a good ability, we like it.
Just for any people that pull maybe at least 4 of them, or maybe 5, that's okay, because basically you'll be running all that supporters that you can pull with the 4 boosters. Yeah,
if you pull this, you want to find as many supporters as you can.
Yeah.
With Kieran coming in this set, and Carmine and a few others, it's going to be good for that. So you want to see what you can get. Obviously, its full effect will depend on how it's composed within the pre-release decks. This could be the one that doesn't actually have a deck. Sometimes they'll do that where they'll put in a pre-release promo, but it doesn't actually have a half deck of its own.
Imagine if it were to be like Paldea Evolve pre-release, where Murkrow used to be meta, but then
with United Wings.
Yes.
But so that's Tatsugiri. This is a good one. Like I said, the attack leaves a lot to be desired, but only having a retreat of 1 sort of mitigates that. So next we're going to go on to the next one, and this is the one you kind of want to see the other half of if you get Tatsugiri. Infernape. So Infernape, a stage 2 Pokemon, so 140 hit points, which is sort of lowish for a stage 2, but it's got the ability Pyro Dance. Once during your turn, you can attach a basic fire and a basic fighting, or one of each, from your hand to your Pokemon any you like. So the fact that it's a stage 2 sort of it's made up by the fact that you're getting maybe 2 extra energy, as well as your 1 per turn. So you can get 3 energies attached at once every turn, and then Scorching Fire, discard 1 energy from this Pokemon, it does 200 damage. If you can build this up without a flaw, 200 damage is going to knock out anything
It's pretty much.
in pre-release. It's going to knock out
I think I
anything.
can see potential in that though for pre-release format, because knowing Pyro Dance, you can attach it like either one or maybe both from your hand to any of your Pokemon, which
Yeah.
is essentially good. Because you could possibly have it on the bench, and then you could end up like being able to retreat the one trap Pokemon that needs required amount of energy to retreat.
Yeah, it's also got one retreat itself, which is going to help if you do pull this with Tatsugiri, because you're going to be able to float in and out.
Yes.
You're going to want your switching cards as well, though, because obviously you've only got one retreat per turn. But yeah, no, Scorching Fire for 200 for only the cost of discarding one energy, which you can easily reattach the next turn.
Which is very, very interesting, because the damage input 200 is a really phenomenal number.
Damage output 200 when you're when you're in a pre-release format, especially with Kieran being a supporter that can add an extra 30 damage. You could pretty much one-shot anything if you get it. Obviously, like I said, being a stage 1 makes it somewhat awkward, because in pre-release you don't get rare candy. They don't give you rare candy in pre-release. So
Neither bosses orders either.
You get bosses in some.
Yeah, maybe.
You got bosses in the Pod Evolve ones. That's how you get non-holos out.
But if you remember, recent pre-release, we didn't have any of those, so
fair enough. But yeah, no, Pyro, it's an alright card, but yeah, you're gonna...
it would see some play, but yeah, it has some potential.
And obviously, as always, it's going to depend on what else is in the half deck that this comes supplied with. There's probably going to be another copy of the regular Infernape and some Chimchars and Monfernos in there anyway, and then some
unless you pull the evolutionary line, that'll be a combo.
Yeah. So next up, Twaki. Twaki's very niche.
Yeah.
Because this is specifically built for one deck, much like Murkrow was in Pod Evolved. This is built for one specific deck, because it's at stage 1 with 100 hit points, so it's very much the Metang of this one.
Yes.
And it's got the ability Boom Boom Groove. Once during your turn, if your active Pokemon has the Festival Lead ability, you can search your deck for any card and put it in your hand. Now, Festival Lead is an ability. I can't remember what Festival Lead does, but it's an ability certain Pokemon do.
I think it's a certain Pokemon that evolves from Applin.
Diplin is one of them.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, because Diplin is one of the ones that has Festival Lead, and Festival Lead, I can't remember what that ability does, but the stadium that Festival Lead searches means that you can't be special conditioned and you heal from any special conditions.
Which is a very, very broken combo.
Yeah. Beat, once again, it's 50 damage, 2 energy, but this is a bench sitter. This is a bench support Pokemon.
You shouldn't leave it on the bench as long as you pray that you don't have any of your Pokemon draw out.
Yeah, it's going to hit much like any other.
Yes.
Sit on the bench, search for more cards for your combos, and not actually do anything. It's very much like Radiant Greninja or most support Pokemon that just sit on the bench and provide support to things.
Yeah.
And this is the last one we've got. So that's all right. Obviously the half
It's
deck.
a bit decent. All we can say is that because Boom Boom Groove. It's a cool name for an ability, but yeah, for having a Pokemon in the active that has Festival Lead to search for a card.
And we can be almost certain that the half deck for this one is going to be a Festival Lead.
Just because it's going to be Festival themed.
There's going to be the half deck this comes in is going to be the Festival Lead
Yes.
half deck. It's going to include everything that, well, maybe not everything, but some of the good stuff that comes in there.
Yes.
So you can play Festival Lead, maybe Diplin. But then the last one we've got,
And last but not least is
Frostlass. Stage 1 Pokemon, 90 hit points. During Pokemon checkup, put 1 damage counter on each Pokemon that has an ability, except for any Frostlass. So,
an amazing ability.
yeah, it's a good ability, but it's once again just going to sit on the bench, do nothing other than the ability. You're not going to use Frost Smash.
No.
But yeah, it's once again another sitter to sit on the bench and go and put damage counter on each. Your best idea is to put this in a deck that doesn't use abilities, and then put in a deck that doesn't use any other abilities, and just make your opponent chip away it's sort of similar to poison, really, as much as you're putting down.
Yeah, because you're spreading every single damage on Pokemon that have abilities, but those who do not are safe.
Yeah. So yeah, just make a deck that runs as few abilities as possible and don't take damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all right. Once again, as per always, you're going to depend on what your deck contains. What the deck contains, what you pull in your packs.
Yes.
That you get. But yeah, no, they're four fairly decent promos.
I mean, I'd say fairly decent, but I would make a prediction that maybe people would want to go for Frostless. But other than that, maybe they want to go for
I think Tatsugiri is the best one.
By far.
Tatsugiri is the one people want because this has meta relevance. You're already seeing this in the Dragon Ball decks that are winning in Japan.
Yes. Yes.
You know, you've got this, and then you can, if you don't see a supporter there, you can just run Pokegears and find another and play that. Then you're checking 13 cards, and if you don't find a support in 13 cards, then your deck's wrong.
Because if you use all Pokegears, Tatsugiri will just do the job for you.
Yep. But and obviously you can run more than one and switch them out and keep checking. But yeah, that's really, this is a shorter video than the last one, obviously, because we didn't have as much to go through.
Yeah, but do remember, folks. Okay, this Sunday, 12th of May, we'll be holding Twilight Masquerade on pre-release. £30 per entry. Geek Retreat shop opens at 12 p.m. and the event starts at 1 p.m.
It's Geek Retreat Aberdeen, by the way.
Yes. And also same goes for
the 19th as well.
Yes, the 19th of May.
12th and 19th of May. If you're in the area for Geek Retreat Aberdeen, come along, play along. Everyone gets the same stuff. You get your pre-release kit, which that includes the half deck and the 4 packs, and then everyone gets 3 packs at the end of the tournament as well.
Because there's no price structure, and there's no whoever gets top cut or bottom cut. You just basically get all free.
Everyone gets the same because it's just for fun, these ones.
Yes.
And yeah, so anyone who's coming, as well as that, please leave comments below. Tell us what your favourites are and what you're going to be looking for, and tell us what you're going to be building in Twilight Masquerade meta.
Also, regarding the comments, please let us know what your thoughts on which one of the 4 promos is your favourite.
Just said that.
Well, I mean, I can repeat. So.
Fair. But thanks for watching this, and we'll see you again next time we figure out a theme to make a video on.
Peace.
Ciao.